Trans women will never be men. Facts. Trans women will never be men, and trans men will never be women. Like God intended, I agree. Did you just tie it? Try to agree with yourself? You doing okay over there? Oh, why thank you. Type the missing word. Nicely done. The meaning is you, the man, the woman. A successful transition story in 5 words. A consenting adult loving another consenting adult is human rights. That's only for blank, not others. I just want to pause for a second because others implies there are non-human beings that we are trying to regulate here. The emoji that you just used is literally 2 non-binary people. I wasn't using my screen reader because this is an image, so I didn't actually know that, but that's amazing. Weirdo! You're either a boy or girl. Pronouns have nothing to do with gender or sexual orientation. Yeah, they don't. What? You are right. Pronouns absolutely have nothing to do with gender or sexual orientation. Good job. Especially sexual orientation. Like, no, I think I like guys. I better change my pronouns. What? I'm coming out! I want the world to know! Come out in Jesus' name. I mean, if he is who helps you feel loved and supported, go for it. I mean, Jesus seemed like a chill dude. It's the fan base I have a problem with, and only a small subsection of them. It's the vocal minority. It's just like the vocal minority of gamers make a bunch of gamers look bad sometimes. Every fan base is susceptible. Found at Hobby Lobby. It looks like the pan flag. It does, but it has green in it. Oh wait, is that below the blue band? I'm not sure if that's just gray or like I can't tell. But yeah, since it's Hobby Lobby, I'll give it to you because I'll never miss the chance to throw a punch at Hobby Lobby. The wallpaper of my friend's phone, which she loves because she thinks it's cute. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, the pride flag literally starts with a rainbow. Most people are gonna find a color they like in there. And rainbows are generally just pretty because they are a man. Under that picture of trans masked people with a caption of people have periods. These are trans men. How is your gender being diminished when they're not identifying as cis women? Because they are men playing make-believe, expecting normal people to play. No, they're just men. That's the other thing. Like, there's no expectation from trans people that you are going to use the correct pronouns and stuff. You can choose not to use the correct pronouns. That's fine. We will respond accordingly. If we're in a public setting, we'll just ignore you. You make fun of us, we'll make fun of you back. Like, if it's in a workplace setting, we'll report you to HR. Like, this is not hard. You can do what you want to. You will just face consequences for your actions just like anything else. Damn, people just really think a lot of themselves. As a trans person, I find this weirdly inspiring. Lol. A man cannot remake himself without suffering, for he is both the marble and the sculptor. Yeah, in general, just as the sort of trans anthem, I like that. Dude was trying to be phobic, but made me sound really cool instead. There are no societal standards of gender anymore. Good. Congratulations! You broke the system! Are you happy with yourself? The fact that you've created a fairy tale and a lie you live in? I broke the system? Hell yeah, that sounds fracking epic! You're telling me the system was that fragile? This is not a very good system. Yeah. Or it was a system that was easily adaptable to a broader range of genders. What? Why are you so upset? Why are you shilling for the system? Your butch self looks like a phenotypical man, so pipe down. I don't even know what that, I don't even care enough. I'm a trans man, so thanks. You look like a man, trans man. Thank you. I am. Said it before, I said it again, I love trans men. They just confuse all of the idiots. And they're just wonderful, handsome, shining ICBMs that destroy any trans argument instantly. No matter what you do to this building, everyone knows it used to be a Pizza Hut. This is what the trans community fails to understand. Used to be. So it's not anymore. Yeah, we covered this in a different subreddit, but I'm gonna say it again. Trans people aren't asking you what you thought they were. We're pretty well aware of that. We weren't asking. So we're just letting you know what we are now, and that's how we present. How hard is this for you to understand? Randomly popped up on my Facebook. People use, I'm so sorry. What kind of items are you interested in? Are you interested in this? If they're going for the joke, with the pointy out and the pointy in. This is a trans keychain. I kind of really like it. Like, that's kind of wonderful. Commented on a trans woman's post. Female pretending to be a man. Thanks. I don't know the pretending to be a man part, but okay. Okay, random person, okay. I'm a trans guy, so thank you. My kids won't need your prayers. They will be raised well. You say you'll pray, but again, if God made you male, he has plans for you. But you turned against him and changed your gender. Same for female. I think God did make them male, if that's your thing. That's kind of what we're going for here. Thank you for finally catching up. Would you like some coffee so that you won't be so slow next time? Just know that a girl pretending to be a man will never achieve happiness. This is true. This is very true. r/accidentalally. Yeah. If a trans woman is pretending to be a man for many years to please people or stay safe or hide from family or any other reason, they're not going to be happy. They're not going to be happy. It's amazing how quickly after transition, even just social transition, you don't feel like you hate yourself. And you're like, oh, I actually care about myself. I have self-esteem. It's the size of a jelly bean, but it's more than I've ever had before. A Valentine's gift from my conservative grandma. Nuts about donuts. Okay. There's a rainbow front and center. I'll let you draw your own conclusions. We saw this in the other one. I think that the first post is something like men shouldn't wear women's clothing or whatever. But what if it's really fun? You will never be a real woman. Correct. If you're not familiar with this person, they have never claimed to be. They are a straight guy who just dresses really cute all the time and gives every single trans woman envy. The end. Going by that logic, being with trans women is not gay because they're women. Yeah, that would be correct. Yes. r/accidentalally for Red Dart 7. I think this is more educating. I like to educate. If people are genuinely interested in educating and they're like, I don't understand all this and I've never given it any thought and I don't really feel like I just want the 5-minute version so that I can just be polite in the world. I think they should get the 5-minute version. I should make just like a 10-minute video of just all the here's the idiot's guide to for people that don't really care and just want to use the correct pronouns and move on with life. And then you get the other sides that just want to argue it as if their opinion mattered to begin with, or as if trans people were listening ever. Spoiler, we weren't. This feels a little bit more like education. I don't know the context, but I'm gonna go easy on that one. 10 out of 10. Would definitely eat in this restaurant. This is the future the left wants. Femboy who... What? Who doesn't want this? In what reality would you not want this future? Like, what boring universe do you want to live in? I found this post from a gay transphobe account yesterday. I don't find the picture insulting at all. I've never understood the gay transphobes. Basically the state of our community right now. Transgender supremacy. I'm not even gonna go there. I can't. Nope, not getting demonetized today. And stop pretending that men and women are the same. Discrimination. Now, where is this coming from? Oh, allowing transgender men into women's bathrooms and space supports? That'd be really weird. Trans men should be competing with men. Not being able to define what a woman is. Instead of studying breastfeeding, it's now chest feeding. Yeah, yes. Pregnant people, yes. That kind of... God, people get so triggered by language. You don't know what transgender man means. Yeah, a transgender man is a transgender man. It is a man. Again, the shining, handsome scud missile of destroying trans arguments just quietly destroys a small city. Yes, J.K. Rowling is more of a woman than a trans man, will ever be. She's more of a woman than you will ever be. Correct. She is a woman. That's probably the more woman than you can get than a man. Like if you are hi, hello, I am a woman, and you face a man, you're probably more woman than that man. This is creeping into confidently incorrect, but with layers of stupid. I don't know. I think they kind of made her look cooler. Never send your daughter to college. young person, slightly older person, older person, older person. I mean, top right's kind of cool, but bottom right could probably beat up me and all of my friends. So yeah, that's the coolest one. Well, she's a dude, so yeah, I'm pretty sure I was pretty sure that was where this is going. But yeah, you don't have a daughter anymore. You have a son. Congratulations. You should have a little, it's a boy party. Maybe it'll help you feel better and get your head out of your alligator. Yeah, stop putting your head in alligators. It's bad. Someone posted this in a religious Facebook group. Why are you people still on Facebook? And it's the most bad arse schnit ever. Gay. That's amazing. Oh my god, that's metal as hell. This reminds me of the dinosaur pride flags that were going around Twitter a while ago that were just like dinosaurs with lasers and stuff for every single one. It was beautiful. I was stalking my dad's side of the fam and found someone wishing my uncle a happy birthday with this. Happy birthday, friend. I love the number of people that have used the trans flag unintentionally and unironically. This is the definition of an accidental ally. Just wonderful. Just like, happy birthday, old friend, trans rights. Found at Walmart. More so at an accidental design, I guess, but I think it counts. Yeah, you know what? That is close enough for me. Yeah, that was intentional. You're so male. Get fracking over at dumb frack. You're a dude. Have a good evening, sir. You know what? You're right. Since you're biologically male. Yes, I am a dude. You aren't and will never be a female. You're right. I know I am. I shouldn't have pretended to be a woman. I am a man. I know you are. Spoiler. They're talking to a trans man. Ta-da! Dad, you'll never be a real man. Me, who is on HRT and is slowly growing breeds. Ha ha! I mean, I was home from college, probably the last time I was home from college. My heart just about left my chest because my dad said something along the lines of, my hair was so long it looked like a woman's, or something like that. I forget what the actual line was. It was so long ago. And I was just like, about that. I know this is frowned upon in some workplaces. Didn't we see you before? But there's nothing wrong with occasionally sneaking out with the boys for a foursome during the work week. And we did see this guy. You must be sarcasm, because these are two on the nose. These socks in my local supermarket. Oh, those are just wonderful. For a second, I thought the trans flag colored ones were like dinosaur ridges. So your socks would have dinosaur ridges. And now I really want socks with dinosaur ridges. And that's all I got out of this post. I'm very sorry. I got distracted by dinosaur ridges. Be supportive to those you love, even if it takes some effort at first. Are you winning, son? Dad, I'm not your son anymore. I'm sorry, Amy. I'm trying my best. I love you, Dad. I'm sorry, but you ain't my son no more. Yeah, that'd be your daughter. I think the first guy was in on the joke because that was the point of the entire comic. I got this Be Gay mug at a store, and my homophobic mother says it's her favorite mug and drinks out of it all the time. Rainbows are my spirit animal. Does your mother have something she'd like to tell us? I support the trans community 100%, but a trans male should under no circumstances compete in female sports. This is correct. Yes, trans men should compete with men. Ta-da! Not that I can really comment on the sports debates because I cannot care enough about sports for any of it to matter to me, but for those that care, I get it. Men should play with men. Yes, this makes sense. Star Wars card game instructions. If you get 3 Imperial cards, you get a random sexual orientation. You just roll dice. Oh, well. Guess I'm banned now. Under a transphobic post mocking a trans woman and trans man for dating. That's just heterosexuality with extra steps. Yes, it is. This could definitely be taken as Jesus saying this to affirm the person that even though some Christians say Jesus won't accept them, Jesus still does. I don't want you to go to hell when you die. Aw, see, Jesus is cool. It's the fans that are like, you're going to hell. I've always held the belief, and this is my personal, whatever, that details such as what pronouns you use and who you love seem like way too small of details to be micromanaging. Like that just seems ridiculous on a granular level. Ain't no spiritual being got time for that. Aww, a packed drag queen story hour. Keeping kids safe. Idaho mass resistance activists, they resist mass, take up all the seats at a drag queen show in local library. Aww, that's awesome. Library director tried to order them to leave, but they refused. So the drag queen read LGBT children's stories to the adults. Good, they probably needed to hear them. Brought children to the event, but the room was already full. Good. Yeah, they probably needed to hear some stories about acceptance and stuff. My brother being a trans ally. So me and my stepsister are both trans. Stepsister, male to female, me, female to male, gender swap, but my brother doesn't know, and my brother was getting ready to leave to go out somewhere. As he was leaving, he said, "See you later, boys." Boy/girl. Me and my stepsister looked at each other like, oh, because my brother wasn't specific, so we both took it to a different way than what he meant. Oh, that's cute. Me on Tuesdays. You will never be a girl or man. Oh, just in case, like, this person has been accidentally allied before, and they're just like, I don't know what you are, but you're never gonna be it. Bro really had to go both ways because he couldn't tell. The eldritch non-binary deity arises. Praise. I don't know this person's actual gender. I had to make the joke. This is a TERF meme, but is trans inclusive by accident, Lamau. For those unfamiliar with TERFs, they are trans exclusive radical feminists. Who just hate trans people, like, aggressively, and they use feminist ideals to kind of promote that. Lesbianism is not... Okay, you gotta chill with the fonts, man. Like, what in the... Okay. Vegetable gentile preference. There we go. Stay mad and keep scrolling. I wasn't mad, and I'm not mad now. And yeah, so you've just included trans women in that. Lesbianism is more than just that, so okay. Cool, thanks. I guess. Just so you know, you'll never, ever pass as male. Oh, thank you. But you said you were a trans woman? You are proof that trans people are stupid, even getting their own terms wrong. No, person, no. I don't think you understand what just happened. A trans woman will never pass as male. A woman will never look like a man. Do you realize how beautifully affirming that is? Thank you. This is excellent. Good work. Hey, Britch, wear that pin all you want, but you'll never be a man. Really? Thank you. Aww. I love the heart-shaped mouth. That's hilarious. Oh, that's perfect. Their one weakness. Confused transphobes. You can't defeat me. Trans femmes. I know, but he can. Trans man. Oh, I love it. You can never be a real woman as you were not born one. There is nothing wrong with that. I agree with you. Oh, God. Oh, it's just... the humanity. Please stop. The transphobes are just littered all over the floor. Cis people can change their pronouns. You all know that, right? Pronouns do not equal gender. Yeah, this is not... There is no such thing as a cis person. Oh, okay. Everyone is trans now! That was easy. Man, we started the episode by breaking the system, and now we just turned everyone trans. Congratulations! Oh, y'all are gonna get mood swings when you get our nature tea. Good luck! This transphobic jerk just followed me thinking I was a trans woman. As a trans guy, I feel great. I follow men like you. Wow, that's incredibly validating. Congratulations. God, can you imagine the exhaustion of maintaining an entire separate Reddit account just to like click follow? Like I don't know the names of people that follow. God, imagine sitting there like, they're gonna get the new follower notification. No, I have notifications muted. Like, what? You logged out, logged back in for this, and then logged back. Oh, that just sounds exhausting, man. It's like, get a hobby. Genuinely, like, I don't, it's not like I want you to stop doing this. I mean, I do, because it's kind of a jerk move, but you get to live one life on this earth, and you're gonna spend your time flicking back and forth between imaginary names on a website so that you might be able to slightly throw an insult at a trans person that they've heard 1 billion times before and will change nothing. Whoa, why? Time is so precious and you're using it on that. Go build a Lego set and like eat some Taco Bell. There is so much more to life than whatever these silly little games you've made up in your head to feel important. I don't know. I don't understand. How is this so hard to understand? Snacks is biological, and as we know it, it can't be changed. Gender is social, and can change depending on the person. Like, bro, this whole gender crap is made up. Oh, wait, really? Thank God. Yes, it is. You're absolutely correct. Gender is made up. Yes, please end it. Please destroy gender. Or just pick your own pronouns and pick a name. Just refer to people by names or they, and done. We don't have to do anything of this anymore. We don't have gendered clothes and all that BS. It's just people. It's just people from now on, because all this is exhausting. And for some odd reason, there's like 10% of the population that's like, yes, we are going to shill for this made-up system. Hooray! Posted on a trans woman's TikTok. So you can't piss like a man, stop trying to be like one. You're right. She'll never be a real man. You'd think that, like by exposure, by seeing other people dropping this line and completely agreeing with them and showing them that they are correct, they would get the hint, but they keep doing it. This was supposed to be fear-mongering against transitioning, but the language is affirming, lol. Trans men are 4 or 5 times as likely as females in general to suffer a heart attack. Thank you for differentiating between trans men and females. This will help trans men decide what lengths of transition, social, medical, surgical, etc. are proper for them. And them dudes will rock it. This dovetails a bit into like people being like, transition is unsafe. I don't think, first off, it's not up to you. Second off, I don't think the alternatives are better. And hey, if you have a better solution, you should contact WPATH, the APA, the WHO, your local hospitals even, and see, if you can get your peer-reviewed studies, clinically tested, if there's people willing to sign up for your methodologies. Not transitioning or, just ignoring trans people isn't a solution. So like, if you're going to get involved but you're not bringing a solution to the table, I don't really understand why you're here. All the minions are dudes. The minion marriage is gay. Kids today just want to hear their pronouns, but my generation wanted to hear I now pronouns. You man and wife. Did your generation go to school? Oh dear. Oh, but my generation didn't pass 4th grade. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the pronouns of these 2 minions, but yeah, they are all dudes. To my knowledge, I haven't watched the Minions movie because I choose life. I could send you many stories where girls are having to share bathrooms and locker rooms with trans men. That's really weird. But I'm so tired of arguing with libs. Just don't. This isn't an argument. We're not asking. Just do a little research. If little girls had to be in the same bathroom as a trans man, you are correct. One of them was in the wrong room. What we're trying to get is trans men into men's rooms and trans women into women's rooms. Sadly, you are so stuck on the word trans that you don't think further. Yeah, there's obviously some intelligence issues here, but there's also the whole idea of, yes, I am qualified to talk on this. As if I have a say or my input is important. It's not. This guy tried to misgender me and failed horribly. Okay, all right, hang on a sec. I am going to judge the OP for whatever the frack this macaroni and cheese font is. Why are all of your letters noodles? It's like reading alphabet soup. There are circles over the eyes. Are those SpaghettiOs? Why do I feel the need to straighten every letter? Okay, all right. Speaking of mental gymnastics, how does it feel that you will never be a man no matter how many roids, haircuts, and other crap you do? Thanks! I appreciate the approval. Yeah, I love it when that happens. I actually got this a few times in the city. Like, people thought I was a woman trying to be a dude or something. Like, yeah, that, whole situation. And it's such a weird mix of emotions, because, like, you could have a comeback so ready, but you're just so stunned that you're like, oh my god, this is actually happening. This is beautiful. That you're just like, thanks. It just falls out of your mouth. And you're like, oh man, I could have made so much better of a story out of this, but oh well. And you just walk off. It's the best kind of confrontation you can have when you're trans, because it's the only one that ends in everyone being bewildered. And I like confusing people, especially confusing people that expect the world around them to behave only the way they expect it to. Like, actually, no, Steve, I'm going to shatter your reality. Cause women in trousers. Oh, sorry, I need a proper accent for this. Cause women in trousers. Child of God, don't be lost with the world. Your place is here. In the message of Prophet... that... Felipe, yay! Read the book of Prophet, the 146, it's too complicated. Why are there so many numbers? so you can understand Deuteronomy 22:5. Even 146 to 6, chapter 146 to. Your book has 146 chapters? Anyway, let's see what women in trousers cause. It causes women to get married. No, I don't think that happens. No, that took a while. Men to say yes. Can't have affirmative men. We have dancing. Oh my goodness, we can't have dancing. We have men in Hawaiian shirts. What a travesty. We have a tiny man wearing a tiny sign with an apron. And we have some people hugging. Oh my goodness. I'm getting weak at the knees. We have 2 people running. Running is terrible. It's good for cardio health. We have somebody with levitating a box, and that's dark magic. We have some loser holding a giant hell. I'm sorry. We have a peacock. Just a peacock. We have somebody holding a donut. Oh, I think it's part of a word. Oh, we will see what that's. Oh, that person's wearing leopard print shorts. We have somebody else who can't see very far, and they're trying to shield their eyes from the sun. You must accept the sun. That is what it says in the book of the chapter 47. We have somebody airborne with flowing hair, and we can't have air physics. And then we have, actually, I agree with this. That's a pretty gaudy suit. Some fuzzy words on a rainbow flag. The word is love. We can't have love. No, we don't do love. Marriages aren't supposed to have love. You aren't supposed to love your partner. You're supposed to do whatever they did to the partners in 1920, which was probably for some very, very bad things. And we will not be talking about this further. Good day! You will never be a real woman. Just my opinions, though. Yeah. You recognized it. Thank you for recognizing that your opinion is exactly what it is. And you'd be like, that person's name should be Jeff. And they're named Bob. That's just my opinion. I think he'd be much better as a Jeff. He looks like he was born a Jeff to me. It's actually really funny that you say that, because I was assigned female at birth. But I don't feel like I really classify within the binary entirely. So thanks for affirming me, I guess. Aw, look at that. Somebody encouraging somebody on their gender affirmation journey. Gender affirmation journey. I can English. I can speaks. I can talks. /I had a stroke. Where are you? Woke used to mean being aware. Now it means you're just a little rich. Is this a Skeletor meme? Wow, somebody put way too much effort into that. No, it still means being aware. There are some people that take it way too far. Don't get me wrong. But if you look at somebody being respectful of somebody else and say, they're woke. They are aware that their actions are part of a society, and that respecting other people in that society is something that is important to them. Yeah, not sure how that's a bad thing, but I wouldn't, I personally wouldn't be the one to highlight that as a bad thing. That's all I can say. You're an ally now. You're a transphobe now. You're a kid. You're a squid. You're a. You're a man. Yes, I am. No, you're a man. Never be a woman. You're right. Wait, are you a man or a woman? I'm a man. Okay, well, you're a woman. I'm a woman. Wait. Yeah, trans men can, destroy an argument entirely. Gender fluid people, they are the Cthulhus of battles with transphobes. Because the transphobes just cannot they cannot ascend to the higher plane of existence. And there will either be an epic battle in which the gender fluid person will always win, or the transphobe will just overheat and reboot. And sometimes they'll boot into being a nicer person. A little bit slower due to the brain damage caused by the extreme heat, but nicer person. You still not a woman, by the way. I will never understand how people on Twitter think that they are the arbiter of whether or not other people are women, men, or anything in between. I am the supreme ruler of manhood. That sounds terrible. Don't Google that. But I alone can decide whether or not you are. It's like, no, you don't look like a man to me. You don't look like a woman to me either. You're just some person. Anyways, good. Because I am not trans. Oh, wow. I riffed on this because I thought it was going to be the same joke we've been seeing through it. But now this person isn't even trans at all. Just like, you're still not a woman. It's like, yeah, no, I'm guessing it's like a guy in drag or cross-dressing or something like that, or just having fun, because clothes are literally just fabric. The land of make-believe. Like a wise bear once said, Ted, there are no chicks with dorks, Johnny, only guys with tits. Why do you support trans men but not trans women? Yeah, that is kind of weird. I've never seen somebody really selective. Not that it matters, because they are a person on Reddit. What's a real woman to you? The ones that don't have the panini. Sex and gender are two different things, but also, whatever. Whatever you do, you're not women, pal. I contain multitudes. I'm a trans man.
Mission failed successfully.
Again, like I said. On the subject of chromosomes, not that that's at all relevant, what do you exactly do with those chromosomes? Do you even know how they'll affect things, or how do you know which set you have? For sure. If you had a Y chromosome, you would be female. You cannot change your chromosomes. No. Nature is not fracky. The delusion is, I'm not really interested in nature. Exactly. Thanks for the affirmations. For those of you listening at home, if you're born male, you get XY, so you can be trans woman and have XY chromosomes, according to this person. Not that chromosomes are at all relevant to any of this. We're talking about pronouns and gender, not, genetics. Trans people aren't trying to start a family with you, like, you're not important enough to get their genetic information. My pops posted this today, and he don't know anything about LGBTQ. A cow did not give his life for you to order your steak well done. Hell yeah, trans pride. Also, don't order your steaks well done. Can we make the trans flag also be the steak flag? I want it to be the steak flag now. I want steak. Got this DM a few minutes ago. I'm a trans man. You will never be a woman. Thanks. I just looked it up. I want off this planet. I can't deal with you humans anymore. Bro, just because your chance of dating her went from 0 to negative 100%, doesn't mean you have to be so salty. First of all, I'm a woman. Okay, bro. Second, I have a man. Third, no normal person wants to date a weirdo who claims to be ace. Aromantic, asexual, no datey. But by all means, you go for it. No, don't. I'm not going to blow your all eardrums out again. I will not stand in your way. No, you won't, because you're fucking person in a comment section. The arrogance of some people. Oh my God, who told you this? You were this important in somebody else's life. When you're MTF and make a post about how you're taking hormones, and some transphobe comments and says that they aren't working because you still look like a girl. Finally, inner peace. Yeah, I had somebody going through my old videos and being weird, which is not unusual. Anyways, I had just gotten a new knife and I was showing how it opened and closed because it was like a side fold. Anyways, they said something along the lines of, it was really smart to use a women's hand. Yes, a women's hand to demo the knife. I was like, actually, the entire channel is run by a women's. Any English teacher who uses they, them as a singular pronoun should lose their teaching license. That's beautiful. Neil Gaiman. Oh, my heart. Less in FTM. I don't know, man. Still looks like a man. Thanks. Didn't think I passed. It just flies right over the head. Trans women are women. It's like saying dolphins are whales.
Spoiler alert! Dolphins are in fact whales, or part of the whale family. Stay with us, this gets a little confusing. Scientifically, all whales, dolphins, and porpoises are classified as... that. And within that are two suborders, baleen whales and toothed whales. Well, you're not wrong. Thinking about the guy who fully told me, if you keep saying you're a lesbian, men won't want to date you. That's the point. Getting gender envy from this dude's voice. You will never be a real woman. Thank you. I needed that today. I'm serious, guys. Go hunt. Eat a slab of dead animal. Get ripped. Build something. Watch UFC. Which I'm going to assume stands for Umbrella Fondling Club. Buy goods. Drink beers with guys. And tell whatever jokes you want. Because the Karens and soy boys are coming for you, your sports, and everything that makes you a dude. Oh my God, my throat hurts. Thanks for recognizing that gender is a set of social roles and identities.
not what's in your pants. Very cool, blank. Yeah, if this is what defines being a man, please go fondle an umbrella. I hope you find it extremely validating for your gender. I should Google what that actually stands for, but now I refuse to. I'm agender, never felt more validated.
You'll never be a real man. You'll never be a real man.
What?
That's not God's way. That's not what he wanted. Don't try being something you can't be. You're not a man.
I'm aware. I think you're a bit confused there, buddy.
What are you?
You don't even know what my gender is, but you're still trying to be transphobic?
You'll never be a woman.
I don't think they're aiming for man or woman here. I think they're intending to become
your worst nightmare.
Yes, the classic accidental ally moment. Somebody I'm assuming is a trans woman. I'm very bad with faces, so if it's somebody famous, I'm sorry.
I give up. You'll never be a man.
I don't think they're presenting as such.
Nice girl's bike. Nice girl hair. Nice girl hormones supplements.
Nice transition. Happy it was successful. Thank you for all your support. This is pretty much exactly how I figured out I was trans. I remember quietly thinking about the fact that my dad was like, yours long like a girl's. And I was like, yes. I wasn't out yet. But I see no issue here. If this is normal, then so is this. It is clothes. My gibbers and crabs, they are cloth pieces that we put on ourselves to stay warm and look different. I wouldn't necessarily blend that jacket with that skirt on the right, but like, I also wouldn't wear all red like that. So, you know, it is clothing. It does not matter. Wear what you want. You are cis. I am not cis. I am normal. Hey, thanks for normalizing trans people. We appreciate it. Yeah, a few people seem to think like, oh, I'm not cisgender. Well, then you're probably trans or at least somewhere on the gender spectrum outside of cisgenders. So cool. You're now calling that normal. Awesome. I'm not complaining. Green M&M trans? Really proud of her. She's come a long way. Yeah, can I steal her legs? Anyways, if you watch the whole commercial, the one on the left is a peanut M&M. Nice try, but context matters. Exactly. She had her nuts removed. People just don't think before going up against trans and non-binary people. Like, we've heard it all. We've done the back and forth so many times that we have libraries of comebacks. We don't care. We will happily light into it. No trans men should not be allowed to compete in women's sports. Regardless of how they feel, they are still biological males. Yes, King. Trans men are real men. I know they meant to say trans women shouldn't compete in women's sports, but they just said trans men, people assigned female at birth and transitioning to male, should not compete in female sports, which is true. They should compete in men's sports. Although I don't have a huge opinion on sports because the fact that so many people take this so seriously confounds me to no end. It is a ball. It was kicked or run from one side of the field to the other. Oh my God, get over yourselves. Sorry, I ran over. Oh my God, y'all, I need to share something. So yesterday, we had an election in Spain, right? Okay, so, well, the left won by a lot, and the fascists are super pissed, and they have created a mascot to try to represent how bad the LGBT is. And it's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Oh my God, it's this little tiny ghosty. Why did they make it so cute? Why do I like art drawn by fascists? Oh, it's so squishable. Like, seriously, why would a rainbow ghost be like bad? Like, if a rainbow ghost showed up, you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. Do you want a snack? And also, can I get you one you can eat? Social media has some great gems of holiday advice. My younger brother is trans. My parents have been horrendous about detonating and misgendering him. At Thanksgiving, I used an air horn to correct them. I fixed a 2 to 3 year long problem in 2 seconds. 10 out of 10 would recommend this training method. I'm sorry, but you're brothering a girl, and I'm not going to support that delusion outside of his own head. When you try to be transphobic, but end up accidentally affirming this person's gender. Also, these people always assume like their support is like important or something. Like, trans people are never asking you for permission to be trans or the gender they are presenting as. They're informing you that they are the gender they're presenting as. If you choose not to do that or not to use the preferred pronouns or whatever, you're just wrong. If Steve changes their name to Stephanie and they get like everything changed and like their ID says Stephanie and you still call them Steve, you're just wrong at this point. Like you are not the most important person in this random person's life.
I bite women. Only handle me if you're a man.
Trans accepting misogynist parent. It's oddly specific, but yes. About Jaden Animations coming out as Arrow Ace. Oh, I missed that. Awesome. She's right. No one wants to date someone who's Arrow Ace because they're Arrow. Oh, God. Would you date a person that is neutral gender, not male or female, and non-binary, but also agender? Frack, no. Not even if they spelled neutral properly. Oh, wait, did they? Oh, yeah, they did. I missed that. In fact, I wouldn't even want to spend time with anybody who claimed to have a gender. Neutral or otherwise. Agenders only. It's a sure guarantee they're an arsehole. So you're only attracted to agender people? Yeah, I've never heard of that sexuality, but I always love hearing new things. I'll look into it. Oh, love this. Woman or girl equals has a Volvo. That's today's YouTube safe word. So a trans man who gets bottom surgery is not a woman? Nope. Cool. I'm glad we can at least agree on that. Misread. Answer is actually yes. They're not a woman. Right. They're not a woman. We're still in agreement. You just said no. They're not a woman. And then you said yes, they are not a woman. You said the same thing with different I shouldn't be getting mad at these people. If you're on Reddit or Twitter arguing about gender with complete strangers, you're not actively doing anything interesting or creating anything cool. So I shouldn't be surprised that the arguments aren't very creative. I'm a trans woman. Congratulations. I'm not reading that.
There is no such thing as a trans woman. You're just a woman.
Oh, thank you. And will never be a real man. Thank you. By the looks of it, you're not going to fool anyone either. Oh, that's so validating. That picture is giving me gender envy. Moving on. Love how transphobes entirely disregard the existence of FTMs. Yeah, FTMs just make all of the arguments fall apart. Luke Pollard, Plymouth's first openly gay MP with Dylan Tippett. It's a fantastic last name. The city's first openly trans councilor. Sorry, that's just a weird spelling. That's two men. Correct.
What? Would you like a cookie?
I had a girl who goes to my school who makes being Christian a part of her personality trait, and I'm not in any way hating on Christians. Oh, I know. I just think she's a Tabitha. Yeah, no, there are Christians, and then there are Christians, and we all know the difference. And she thought that the trans flag is actually the straight flag. Okay. These were her words, and I quote, God made the straight flag the most beautiful. The pink represents women, the blue represents men, and the white is the purity of God tying them together as they should be. So it's a woman, a man, and so it's a force with God? Does that make it I should probably stop. I'm going to get us demonetized. Not entirely sure if this counts, but it's pretty funny. Also, cis women have natural testosterone. Yeah, they do.
Well, yeah, because they're men.
So, only trans women are women now? Are the straights okay? Good to see you. Good to see you here. Straight people, straight cis people that care a lot about other people's gender, please pick a story and a narrative that you want to make up and put in your head and stick to it. It's like reading Diary of a Schizophrenic Salad.
When your joke backfires and you accidentally advance women's rights. In 1887, a group of men added a woman named Susanna Salter to a mayoral ballot as a joke intended to humiliate women. Wow. Instead, she won over 60% of the vote and became America's first female mayor. People in 1887 were needlessly just pissy, and I really hope Susanna Salter just said, "Who's salty now?" The homophobic boys, TM.
In my class, used he, him pronouns for me because I cut my hair super short, thinking they are offending me.
Man, thank you for being such allies.
I use any pronouns. Feeling so valid right now. As you should, Shadow. As you should. Trans people explaining how female and women are different because it's not the same. That's like saying air is different from oxygen. Please, nobody tell this person how much nitrogen is in our air.
Also, don't even get me started on argon.
Trump supports trans rights. That's a sentence.
I stand behind President Trump, but not too close because he eats a lot of McDonald's.
Me too. I stand with you. Oh, trans rights. Cool. Trans cupcakes. I baked election day cupcakes. That's not even close to red. And that's not even close to like the blue of the US flag. That's trans. Yeah, those are trans cupcakes. Our female lion has grown a mane. Zari, one of our female lions, has developed extra hair growth, giving the appearance of a mane that is typical of male lions. This is usually caused by hormonal changes. The Blank Zoo is participating in a study of hormonal changes in female lions to determine the exact cause of this phenomenon. Seen occasionally in female lions in zoos and in the wild, they're trans. They're just trans. Oh my God. I wonder what it could be. It's hormone changes. My mother found out I was non-binary and keeps sending me things like this. Okay, how are you doing mentally? Good. Are you still believing the lie of binary?
No. I have awoken, Mother. I crave the non-binary. I have ascended beyond ones and zeros. Give me 2.
I'm so sorry. This entire video has made me gone ragey. It's like watching normal, fairly educated people talk to coconuts. But the coconuts can talk back and vote and pay taxes and be taken seriously. And the coconuts insist that no, things must be the way they were in the 1500s for reasons of I care and I somehow have any sort of say over your life. And they don't. And the coconuts just kind of roll around and scream. And then we get out the hammers. 4chan/ifunny consistently forget that trans men exist. Everyone just forgets that trans men exist. Disney, forced to promote gay and trans agenda, adds a scene to their new show. Robot buying tampons in children's show. Trans character buying tampons. Yes. Trans character is pretending to be a woman. No, but still has broad shoulders and big hands. You're being so gender affirming right now? Even in fiction, they'll never be real women. I'm tired. I feel like it's pretty simple stuff. Like if you can't understand at least the basics, even if you don't agree with it, like there's some basic intelligence questions that I have to arise. I don't know what a cisgender is, but whatever it is, shouldn't be allowed in front of children. Well, why is your face so small? It gets worse the longer you stare at his face. Oh God. Who is this Charlie Kirk? Founder Turning Point USA. Oh, I vaguely heard of this crap. Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, your face is tiny. So you agree that gender is a matter of identity, and that should be the end of it. I'm not a cis woman. I'm not a biological woman. Oh, congratulations. I'm glad your transition went well. I'm simply a woman. Correct. Cool. Glad we got that out of the way. This seems unnecessary. Free transition photo prank. Yes, it's so obvious, Lamau. How so? And the brow bone, dead giveaway. Any other masculine features? Yep, abnormally huge hands. They look like animal paws. Probably big flippers to match. Thin, dull hair too. Like a man's before he starts balding. And you probably have the trans femme struggle voice too. Nice try. Thanks for the validation. I'm a trans man, and that's me in high school. I'm especially happy that you said I have huge hands. I always thought they were too small. You're an amazing ally, and as promised, I will never take estrogen. FTMs just make me happy. They're like the special ops of trans, like MTFs are out there yelling things at everybody that goes by, and FTMs just walk in and are like, what a lovely argument. Prepare to die. Some dude was trying to misgender a trans girl, but just complimented her instead. She's such a cute girl, isn't it? Yeah, she is. Correct?
If my son comes out as trans, I no longer have a son.
Yes, you have a daughter. Congratulations. You might consider a coming out party, kind of like a new birthday. My Southern conservative parents came to visit me in New York City. Mom said, "Oh, that's pretty. Take my picture." Good. That special moment when FoxNews.com uses a photo of a married couple promoting traditional marriage. And the photo is actually of a same-sex couple, Leela MacArthur and Stephanie Figuerel from Anchorage, Alaska. I hope they're having a lovely marriage and lovely life together. Well done, Fox News. I have a proposition for the genderists. Who are the genderists? They sound cool. What if we abolish gender instead of acting like stereotypes are identities. Finally. That's perfect. I run a mini series on Twitter, Today's Gender, just to make fun of the concept. Gender shouldn't be this giant complicated thing that anybody's trying to police, because nobody can police it. Oh my God, yes, just fracking delete, it's unnecessary. Pick how you want to look and how you want people to address you and change your name to whatever the hell you want. Wear whatever the hell you want. Take whatever hormones you want. Just freaking be happy. Life is too damn short. This husband and wife are both transgenders. Transgenders plural, wow, they contain multitudes. They conceived naturally, and the husband shouldered the responsibility for the pregnancy. Well, that just sounds like straight with extra steps. It is straight with, yes, correct. It is a straight couple in a straight relationship. Congratulations. Arkansas, being both based in accidental. Stay safe. Find a method of birth control that fits your lifestyle. Apparently my method of birth control is a bunch of stuff falling out of my closet. Things still being in moving boxes will do that too. Anyways, yes, a great method of birth control is to become a lesbian. This man made a diagram to prove trans men are men. What a legend. You don't even understand who trans men are, do you? I know precisely what they are. I'll make it easy for you. Since you have a master's degree, I know it's hard to muster common sense and critical thinking for you folk. Garage, not a car. Female suit, not a woman. Correct, you've just drawn a trans man. You gotta wonder at what point it's like intentionally being oblivious to the actual logical concepts so you can come up with arguments that actually worked? Or it's just the lead, the spoonfuls of lead they ate as a child, because that's all I got. If you're going to argue about something as if you have a say in it, at least understand the topic. Seen on r/religious fruitcake. Oh, that's a subreddit? Oh, guess trans customers are okay. This is a Christian-based private yard sale. No LBGQ supporters. Oh wow, it's not even just like the gays. They don't even want the supporters of the gays. Trans people are cool though. However, I'm married to a woman, so I guess I can't come. Also, I support LGBTQs. Sorry, LBGQs. Lettuce, burger, grills, and croissants. Exactly. Act her gender. Me going to the principal's office because the trans girl told me to act my age, so I told her to act her gender. Okay. She is? Do you not understand how this works? You can't change your gender. And thank you for understanding. I tried for years to change who I was, but it just didn't work. I appreciate the validation. You're a dude, bro. Pipe down. Literally, thanks so much. I'm well aware I'm a dude. Says the moron with pronouns in their profile. I'm gonna stop this right here because it's so ridiculous in 2023. Like, pronouns are required in our email signatures at work. Like, this is not like a new thing. It is not that hard. And also, like, why would you criticize somebody put like their favorite color on their profile? It's information about them that you might need to know if you would like to address them correctly. If you want to address them incorrectly, that's fine, but they might not respond because they won't understand that you're talking to them because you're making up crap. Anyways, sorry, just had to shoot that off. Oh, look, it's the girl who thinks her transphobic opinion is actually doing something. You get him, girl. Transphobic isn't a word, it's a mental illness. So true, queen. True. People who are transphobic need therapy. Glad we agree on something. Cisgender isn't even a real thing. Let's go! Everybody's trans now! Woo! That first sentence, though. We have a customer that uses they, them in their email signature. I was adamant that unless that person has multiple personalities, that pronoun is grammatically incorrect, and I would not use them. I have been steered clear of working with that customer. Yes, that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. The place I work at now, actually, I knew it was going to be a great place to work when I read their handbook and it had a thing about no discrimination in the workplace, blah, 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 based on gender identity, all that good stuff, by staff, employees, etc., and customers. If a customer of ours is being a jerk about somebody's gender identity, they'll be like, no, goodbye. Before I came out as trans, I was in boy mode at work, and this girl came up to me and goes, "You're not fooling anyone." I was like, huh? She goes, "You're one of them girls pretending to be a boy." Oh, I can see your dick, and they're bigger than mine. I love accidental validation. That was sweet. I know I look awful, I am boy. Okay, I've messed that line up 3 times and we're just gonna go with it. But I still hope someone calls me a girl today.
Hey, you are a girl, and I hate you because you are a girl, since I am a misogynist.
Yay. I remember coming home really late from work one day on the subway and thinking I looked like absolute garbage. I wasn't even wearing makeup. And some guy started hitting on me, like thinking I was a girl, calling me chick and stuff. And I was just like mentally like, go away, but also, yay. Today, my mother questioned me why I wear a sports bra all the time. Transmasculine. She continued with, "That's called binding. That's something trans women do to hide their breasts. You need to stop hiding your natural femininity." I've never heard of trans women binding, but all the fracking power to them. Tomboy trans women exist. I'm sure they do. If you believe in switching genders, you need a doctor. Well, you're not wrong. Usually an endocrinologist, but yeah, you could definitely use a couple doctors to help you along. That's not necessary, but it'll definitely speed up the process if you so choose. I love it when right-wingers accidentally make memes that whip hell arse, traditional family, etc., Christian values, sanctity of marriage. These all seem like things that, yes, shouldn't be enforced or policed by anybody else, especially etc. Oh man, frickin' etc. needs to die. Why do people care so much about what trans people are doing? As long as they aren't hurting someone else, who cares? If they would stay out of sports and stay in their respective washrooms, there would be no issue. You want this guy using the women's bathroom? Weirdo. I clearly don't. You just proved their point, because that guy is trans, female to male. Yeah, it'd be really awkward. Just found out that this guy I'm kind of friends with is transphobic. Like, that's terrible and all, but I find it really funny that he is one of the only people who doesn't dead name me. In bands, some of us have food nicknames, and I'm Blueberry. This kid has only called me Blueberry all year, and whenever he sees me, he says, "Hey, Blueberry." Like, this transphobe is unintentionally validating an NB every single day. Beautiful. Trans men are men. Trend is so disgusting. Imagine a man trying to become a woman. I know, I tried to be a woman, but it just wasn't who I was. Thanks for supporting trans men. I just want to see their faces. My Trump supporting aunt got my cousin a pride cake for their son's 18th birthday and didn't know. Really? Like, I feel like Trump would have waved that at some point and been like, this is evil or something. I don't know. I don't remember how the flesh sack talks. He turned out to be not supporting the idea that there's more than 2 genders, but this comment made my fracking day. Me that is confused if you're a boy or girl. Neither. How is that even possible? Are you a god? Yes, all non-binary people are now gods. It is written. From an anti-LGBT Facebook group. At this point, when my dad uses she, her pronouns for me, it's just funny, to be honest. Happy Family Day, I guess. I know, right? Like, imagine being out in public and you've got this guy and his dad is like, and she'll have a burger. And like, there are trans women out there with beards and short hair and not presenting as very feminine, and good for them. But like, everybody else is just gonna think you're weird. Anyways, the anti-whatever Facebook, I don't even understand the whole pronoun thing, but that's clearly a dude. Thank you. I'm so glad that you, like me, agree that that's clearly a dude. My Southern Baptist cousin is having a learning experience. I don't understand. Why do you want to do this? You have a girlfriend, right? What happened? I have a girlfriend. And I am a girlfriend. But why? 'Cause I'm a woman? But your gender makes you a woman, not the way you act.
Yes!
DM from someone I'm in a server with. You're right, but not in the way you think you are, dude. They're blue.
You trans boy?
Yeah, yes, I am.
Okay, cool. But you will never be a real woman. Just saying.
Thank you. Even if you meant this maliciously and you landed on the correct thing, like what did you think was going to happen? Oh no, somebody told me something that they believe that is incorrect.
Let me open my book of see if I have any to give. Oh, what a shame, I'm completely out.
This anti-LGBT plus page shared my photo thinking I was cis. Traditional Catholic femininity. Sorry, this is... Oh, the name of the account just... These pictures were sent in by a TCF reader who gave me permission to share them with you. Why on earth would she want to be a boy? She is gorgeous in her natural femininity and womanhood. Before, I pretended to be a boy and I was... Now I feel free. This doesn't make any sense. Not the post in general, but like the way that they shared it. These people live on Earth. They're allowed to eat Taco Bell, and that makes me sad. YAF advocating for raising your kids genderless. I don't even know what YAF is, and I don't want to know. Little kids don't need to know about gender identity. Yep, raised a molly gender. The end! Being a furry to combat wokeness, Lamau. What? Mom dresses as a cat to combat woke schools. Congratulations? I'm not sure what you accomplished here. Like, I mean, I'm all for just like Halloween costumes just being like normal attire. Clothing is way too boring. So good job. If you were trying to prove a point, I think it just got lost. But as the Lexicitty, I approve of the outfit. Well done. I couldn't agree more. It would be unfair if a trans guy went to a women's Olympics and uses their genetics to have the upper hand in every sports possible while the women struggle in the back. Yeah, a trans guy would be on testosterone probably, and have increased muscle mass and some other stuff. I'm not the best person to consult on sports because I have never fully grasped the concept of sports, at least from a competitive standpoint. But I understand, what you're going for here. You might want to check your terminology. Trans women will never be men. Oh, thank you. And trans men will never be women. Deal with it. I have. I think the only way I didn't deal with it was to get voice training because it would have screwed up my voice. But yeah, dealing with it just fine. Thanks for asking. People here are so nice. Found this gem in my extremely transphobic family's house. Dad, thank you for teaching me how to be a man, even though I'm your daughter. This is like the meme that if you grew up and you watched Mulan and you came out as a trans man, like really did make a man out of you. This is lovely. This is so wonderful. This is a whole bunch of text I'm not going to read, but manhood is something attained, not born to. So only trans men are men. No, I think both cis men and trans men can attain manhood. Either way, manhood is a thing that is attained. Welcome to the concept of gender. This explains the whole gender versus sex thing way better. Post from my homophobic aunt. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. May God bless each and every one of you. And we have somebody waving a pride flag with the Facebook face that looks like they've had a stroke. Well done on picking a pride flag. What do they think that's very clearly a pride flag. You already have a flag. It's the American flag. It's a symbol that it's for all people. I just learned the American flag is a symbol for the LGBTQ plus community. Don't forget that when they fly it on their trucks and poorly maintained boats, the one that sank this summer, happy Pride. I had no idea we had a 4th of Pride. That's pretty cool. Under an Instagram post about making flower bracelets with your significant other. Oh, that sounds cute. Turn to default settings, get a beautiful girl, forgot relationships with other mans, do what God wants us to do. Which God? Your God? Anyways, confused home. Oh, okay, I see. Bro, I'm assigned female at birth. Lamau. I like girls. I shall 100% get a beautiful girl. Thanks. Did this confused person think that the original poster was a guy? You just told a lesbian to get a beautiful girl, and yeah, I think she'll do just that. Under the post of a trans woman. I did not include bullying, because that's already happened in before coming out. Girly legs. Wow, you are so girly. Yeah. And then after coming out, manly legs. Wow, so manly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I actually didn't get a lot of the second half, but I got a ton of the first half. And then this genius, you'll never be a real man. you. One strategy for all of the trans and non-binary folk out there is if you know you're not engaging with somebody in good faith. Honestly, you shouldn't engage in arguments with anyone unless they're paying you. Is just say thank you to each gender that this gender. You just confuse them. Just say I am all encompassing. Encompassing. Yeah, that's word now. Happy Pride from the trans-affirming misogynist parrot. I bite women, only handle me if you're a man. Sweet.
If that's being queer, then we could do with a bit more queerness in these parts.
J.R.R. Tolkien. Okay, I don't know any of the context here, but yes, we could. Walmart's patriotic pretzels. Oh my God, I need the trans pretzels. Oh my God, the trans red, white, and blue. Yeah, you didn't add quite enough dye to that red. That blue's looking pretty pale. Yo, happy Pride Month to them. They slay for real. What are you talking about? Frisky and Red are just normal people. Normal dogs, but yes, they're just normal dogs. Correct. Queer people are normal. Yes. Just because something exists in the world doesn't make it abnormal. Like just because you haven't personally run into it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Accidentally uses correct pronouns when saying how they will not use the correct pronouns. Now I'm confused as to how I'm not understood. I don't hate Connor Shaw because they're non-binary. I don't use the pronouns because I don't respect Connor because of the content. It's not that I dislike trans people, it's that I dislike Connor in particular due to the content they made. I don't mean to come across as transphobic, I just hate Connor Shaw and refuse to respect them. If it was anybody else, I would respect them, but in this case, I don't. Okay, I'm guessing there's a lot more context to this because this was hard to follow, but they used they. Good job. And pronoun usage has become like this hill that people think that they get to like claim and die on or something. Like, if you don't use somebody's preferred pronouns, you just won't get a hold of them. Like, if somebody uses the wrong pronouns with me and I've already like corrected them, like I usually give everybody at least one pass, especially on the phone. But if they keep using the wrong pronouns, I just don't respond because like they're clearly not talking to me. Like, if somebody at your work is called David and you keep calling them Danielle, they're not gonna respond because that's not their name. Same with their pronouns. And if you keep doing it, your boss is probably gonna get angry or be worried that you're just too stupid to figure out how pronouns work. Either way, you don't get to pick other people's pronouns. You can pick your own pronouns. You can pick your own name. You don't get to do that for other people because they aren't you. Ta-da! Then I have to even explain it. We all remember our classmates in the 80s and 90s who died because they couldn't access gender care or be validated by everyone. Yeah, me either. Oh, that's awkward. I absolutely love that you wanted to be transphobic, but writing either instead of neither means you actually do remember them. Transphobes don't even know basic grammar. I'm gonna even skip over the grammar part and just be like, I knew people that in retrospect were probably struggling. In this particular instance, they were probably gay. And I grew up in the south of the US, a region that screams about freedom but has no idea what it is and has no idea how to protect it. And anything out of this arbitrary, like narrowly defined scope of existence is just considered bad and just gets you kicked out of your house. So yeah, if you don't remember them, they probably got pulled out of school by their parents, and it either went to boarding school or it went to some very bad camps, or they didn't make it. And none of these are good outcomes. The world is bad enough as it is. There is absolutely zero benefit in making it harder for anyone else. And if you like to make people suffer, you're the problem. And I hope the world treats you in kind for your attitude. I read this as a trans rights post at first. Becoming the woman God designed you to be will cost you friends, relationships, plans, and material things. Become her anyway. Aww, I tell you, I read that as a trans rights post too. It cost me friends, fortunately not relationships, definitely plans, and most of my material possessions. Yeah, sounds about right.
James Bond has always been a man, and we want to be true to that legacy.
James Bond, to stay male, will be played by Elliot Page. I'm so confused. This is the Babylon Bee. It's supposed to be satire. They're getting a dude to play James Bond. What am I missing here? Is it that he's trans? Like, that's not even a joke at this point. Like, the Babylon Bee. This would have been a joke if you had chosen a cis woman to make fun of who looked very manly. That's where the funny would have been, because then it wouldn't have been a guy. But you've just picked a guy to play. I'm concerned. I'm very concerned. People can't be this dumb, right? Like, they can't intentionally be this dumb. The mother is a non-binary trans femme to me, and there's nothing Shea can do about it, lol. And you're a man to every normal person, and there's nothing you can do about it, lol. Do I look like a man to you? Yes. My friends on Snapchat all disagree with you, and they say I have a feminine nose. For those of you unaware, that is J.K. Rowling, a strangely arrogant person who thinks that they have some sort of say over how trans people live and exist in the world. But yeah, she has long story. Every society has its crazy aunt. On a video of a trans woman. This person isn't trans, it's just a girl pretending to be trans. Invalidating affirmation. Invalifirmation. What did I just invent? Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. The way a not C tried to misgender me, but didn't realize I was male to female. I love it when that happens. Looks good to me. The pride flag in 5 years. I'm not opposed. I think it should eventually go like that. What is it? r/place. Where it's just like a whole bunch of pixels. That sounds awesome. Like, my homophobic mother posted this on Facebook. She did get that one thing right. The rainbow isn't a symbol of humanity's confusion. Oh my God, why is there an image on under white text? Ugh, with like a barrel blur. Okay, all right. The rainbow is a sign of God's mercy, not a symbol of humanity's confusion. I fully respect the Christian mythology, but one symbol can mean many, many things. Carve a triangle into an old stone tablet and ask 5 different cultures what it means, and you'll get 5 different answers. A symbol is a simplistic design that conveys meaning to different people. And it can convey multiple meanings to the same person. This random guy on Snap that was being really creepy, but I just thought this was funny. I am assigned female at birth and non-binary. I just want to know, tell me your age. Nope, me, then frack off. You should have already, bro. Frack you're not even a girl. Bloke dressing as a girl. Get some help, fracker. Ow. That's why I just don't answer DMs ever. It's not worth it. Correct. Trans men are men and trans women are women. You'd think eventually the osmosis would at least set in. I get it. Trans rights are human rights. But, okay, I'm just gonna stop you there. We could have ended it with a period. Like, you didn't need to. But a man is not a woman, correct? And a woman is not a man, correct? I feel so sorry for like these people's school teachers. I feel like they had to explain like anything more basic than arithmetic to them several times. Like, how did these people get through Algebra 1? Like, how do these people do geometry? All squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares. Like, you had to parse that through for a test at some point in your life. How did you get here, and how did your teacher not throw something at you? This could be a really heartfelt strip about those who sacrificed their lives for LGBTQ+ rights and the lives lost to bigotry. Happy Pride Month. Aw, is that not what this is about? I don't know what else they'd be talking about. Like, the only thing I can think of is like service members or something like that, but this doesn't look like Arlington National Cemetery or anything. It's a square, perfectly square tombs. I don't know what you're going for here, dude, if it's not. This just comes off as sad and poignant. I'm sorry. Who would you like to see come out of the closet during Pride Month? I'll go first. Is that supposed to be Michelle Obama, I'm guessing? I don't know. I have really bad face blindness. I don't know. During the Pride Month, I'd like to see Jesus coming. Freezing. It matters not what someone is born, but what they grow to be. J.K. Rowling. I mean, I might be straight, trans girl. Doesn't that make you straight? Nope. That's literally why trans lesbians are valid. Then who is straight? In that particular relationship, no one. Trans women is women, therefore it's a lesbian relationship. You are straight, okay? I guess, maybe I'm bi, but as you said, I might be straight. Again, this shows that weird arrogance. I only see it in this kind of space. It's like, no, you are this because I say so. It's like, no, I'm not. Like, who the hell are you? Like, decide your own BS for yourself. Like, don't go around trying to decide it for other people. Like, nobody appointed you of anything. This video put into words so much I've wanted to say, but couldn't find the words for. It's genuinely beautiful. So thank you. Girl, asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. Clown, thank you? You do realize I'm trans femme, right? Literally says girl on my bio. Good job, dumb. Oh, I missed the last word, but I can't say it anyway. Donkey. Just got followed by this fella after posting my 2-year on testosterone results. Thanks for the reminder to love my true self. You will never be a real woman. You just followed a trans man. You have just made their entire week. Well done.
What are your adjectives?
Do you mean my pronouns?
No, I already know your pronouns. What are your adjectives?
I don't know. What are yours?
Noisy and chaotic.
I've never had something go from making no sense to complete sense so fast. This is amazing. I want adjectives. They'd be chaotic, sparkly, and unknowable. Congrats! You just discovered the difference between gender and sex. Did somebody finally rub the two brain cells enough? Your gender came for free with your vegetables.
So what? Gender is wearing skirts?
I mean, wearing a particular article of clothing doesn't change you from male to female or female to male.
I can't do this.
I mean, reading through some of these, I understand why scam emails work now. On a post about a trans man's friends showing support. I know, right? It's so gnarly and radical how people can live their lives and be happy. So glad you agree. Real friends would help him come to terms with his gender and not support his delusions. Real friends don't tell you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. I wish him the best.
Nobody tell. This is priceless.
Dude, you're a guy. It's okay. I also love the delusions thing. It's just like, hi, here's like all of the doctors and stuff and like all of the years of stuff you have to go through to like get all of your trans stuff in order and like change your name and do all that stuff. And then random person on Twitter like, delusion, it's a delusion. And I'm like, oh, well, okay. And I give the bank of medical professionals. And you, who seems proud to own a Ford Explorer. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the actual experts on this. Thanks. I am not cis. I am a woman. You're not cis? Such a brave way to come out. I'm proud of you for finding your identity. I don't identify as a woman. I am a woman by virtue of being a female adult. That was such a that's a very nice guy way of putting it. You just told me you're not cis. I just told you I am a woman. There is no cis and no need for cis. Oh, well, okay. Look, if you want to be cis, I fully support that. I don't think we need to get extreme and say there is no need for cis people. Wow, that seems a little extreme there. Under a trans man's video about getting his anxiety meds. Medication is exactly what you need. Good day, sir. Good day to you too? Did you think you did something? I love trans men. They're the nuclear missiles of the LGBTQ community because all these silly people that try to control other people's lives are just like, yes, and the trans men just exist and they just get so confused and they hurt themselves in their confusion and it's so funny. Nice if we didn't have to deal with any of this at all, but you know, every paint store has to carry beige. This guy wants to have snags with gay people. Gay people. Okay, yeah, that seems pretty direct. Accidental ally moment. Oh, is this person a jerk? I vaguely recognize the name, but like, I have an incredibly aggressive block policy on most social media platforms. Like, if somebody says something vaguely annoying, I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I'm not being paid to put up with that. Screw your pronouns. God doesn't make mistakes. I mean, you. Thanks for reminding me that he didn't make a mistake when he made me non-binary. It's so kind of you. Yeah, as somebody who's trans and has a pretty significant disability, I always took issue with the whole God doesn't make mistakes thing because, like, if we carry that to its logical conclusion, it's just like there's an omniscient deity in the sky that was like, and that 5-year-old right there is going to slowly lose their sight for the rest of their life and then start to lose sensory and motor nerves in their late 20s because I said so. And it's like, that is not a good look. Like, nope, that wasn't a mistake. That was for you. That was on purpose. Oh, thanks. Yikes. My significant other's mom bought me this because she thought it looked pretty. She doesn't know I'm bi, and I'm pretty sure she doesn't know about Pride Month. She's so wholesome. Carrie love. Aww. I like this version of Accidental Ally where people are just kind of clueless And they're just like, oh, here's the thing, I thought it was cute. And it ends up being Pride merch, and the person's, in the LGBTQ community, and that's just cute, and I like it. We need more of this. Less of the nosy weirdos. When a son comes out as trans, liberal parent, conservative parent, I no longer have a son. Well, you're both right. You have a daughter now. Hopefully you'll take this as a mature realization that your children are not your property and they are humans that you brought into this world that they did not ask to be here. And they are just trying to be themselves and they trusted you enough to tell you about it. But I'm guessing that this isn't gonna happen for one of you. But I've been wrong before. Prove me wrong, conservative parents. Treat your children like humans. Challenge. Impossible. There is no argument to be made for trans men who are just men, correct? And women to compete in the same sport. It's not the same as your situation, and even if it was, you'd still be just wrong. Trans men compete with the men, or they don't compete. Discussion over. Get over it. Okay. Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. I don't think anybody's arguing with you. There is no need for an argument because we're done here. Yeah, this is correct. I want to know why there aren't more golden retrievers involved in baseball and why both football teams don't just run the ball back and forth like together as one big unit if they just want it to be in the end zone. But again, I'm not the person to talk to about sports because it all just looks a little bit silly to me. Didn't expect Stone Toss to be the one supporting LGBTQ rights. Free speech, yes. Hate speech, correct. Did you have a point? Because the one you made is a good one. Yeah, that seems right. One is a country, and the other one is a group of people that already faces significant harassment. Are you unclear on the difference between a country and a people? Do we need to teach you a difference between the country and the people? Maybe over a little snack? I'd probably find some goldfish with more intelligence than you. Tatsuya Ishida is up to it again with accidentally posting very supportive stuff as someone who actually hates us. I have no idea who these people are, but I also immediately block all this crap. No child mutilations. No experimental jabs. Come debate me. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. Exactly. This is the correct response. Like, you see people screaming this stuff, you just walk a little faster and don't make eye contact. If people screamed the transphobic and ridiculous crap they scream on Twitter in an actual public square, you would walk faster and you would avoid eye contact. You wouldn't go anywhere near them. You'd be like, oh man, I'm in the wrong side of town. Like, I need to get home. And on Twitter, people engage, and I've been guilty of it in the past, but I'm done with that now. People engage them like these people are meant to be taken seriously. They're not. They're whiny, entitled brats. Women are not men. Okay. Trans women are not men. Correct. Trans men are not women. Correct. r/accidentalally. Does this mean? Yep, it does. At least this person gets it. They still think they're being mean, but at least they understand it on a fundamental level, I hope. Bigot discussing Elliot Page's body dysmorphia accidentally makes good point about assigned gender at birth. Why do trans activists insist upon using the laughable language of assigned? Who exactly assigned them that body, sweetie? If the doctor had flipped a coin and assigned this person to be male, would Elliot Page be a happy, healthy, 6-foot-tall man today? See, this does happen sometimes, and sometimes the doctor screws up, and yeah, this is good. Anyways, task failed successfully. Leafy just mad because he hears trans men with deeper and more masculine voices than him. Yes, because they're male. Yes, trans men are male, yes. You're correct. Task failed successfully. Kind of amazing that an anti-LGBTQ plus person is advocating for the LGBTQ plus community in Uganda. Yeah, I'm not going to read out the whole thing here, but Uganda's signed some extremely anti-gay laws. It's very sad. You can read up on your own. I'm not going to bring it in here, but anyways, this Ugandan law is horrific and wrong. It is. Any law criminalizing homosexuality or imposing the death penalty for aggravated homosexuality is grotesque and an abomination. All civilized nations should join together in condemning this human rights abuse. This is from Ted Cruz. This can't be real. I don't even know what platform this is on anymore. That seems un-Ted Cruz, but okay. So confused.
Everyone is trans on Twitter now. Let's go.
Repeated targeted harassment against any account will cause the harassing accounts to receive, at minimum, temporary suspensions. The words cis or cisgender are considered slurs on this platform. You're all trans now. Thank you, Lonely Space Boy, for adding so many people to the trans community. Cis is literally just a prefix that means the same. For example, the same gender you were assigned at birth. Ta-da! Trans is a prefix, which means different to. Think transport. When you transport something, it's in a different location to where it was initially. You will never be a woman. Okay, that had nothing to do with anything, but thank you. Did you have a point, or are you just like saying random, completely unrelated things? I've never understood this like in context. I'd just be like, you'll never be this. Just like, you don't get to decide that, but are your little fits done? Trans male boxer Patricio Manuel is now 3-0 in fights against non-transgender men.
Rockin'.
That's a dude.
Yes. Rockin'.
Not the bi gradient background. Oh yeah, that's bi right there. Hi, don't fracking do whatever this is. God opposed the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Don't let pride become your weakness, my friends. Okay, it's proud that we survived all the BS that other people put the LGBTQ community through, not... Oh, and I made this line art for Pride Month. Oh, wow. Oh, what? They recolored, like, they retraced... I can speak, I swear. They retraced somebody else's line art and like squished an American flag into it, but then put the bi flag in the background. Bi flag's bigger now. Yes, we're all trans then. Never use or acknowledge the word cisgender. It is an ideological linguistic weapon. Language shapes our cognition and perception of reality. By adopting their language, you are reconstructing reality in their image. Cisgenderism does not exist. No one is cisgender. You are all trans now. You don't have to like the fact that the term exists, but it exists. I don't like the word porcupine. Porcupines are cute, but the word porcupine is just hard to say. But the word exists. I can't do anything about that. I don't have the audacity to think that it's reconstructing reality, or that me not saying it is going to somehow make it go away. In the comments of a male to female woman's video. Bro, you a girl, goddamn! I like to imagine that they like scroll back up and look at the video. I was like, damn, that's a fine looking woman. They didn't even care to check who they were tweeting at. The transgender is like 6 feet tall and completely towers over the normal woman. What the frack has MMA become at Alana Farrell? Okay. You know I'm the short one, right? Okay, I'm piecing this together, but I'm guessing Alana is the trans one, and she's the short one, also with, what's with the super racist caricature you tweeted at me earlier? Oh dear. Oh, there's a history here. Many people try to excuse their sin by saying, I was born this way. Well, they only need to excuse their sin if they're part of your religion, but, which is why Jesus said, you must be born again. Well done. Good job, everyone. Well done. I'm a trans woman. I made a TikTok mocking libs of TikTok, accidentally gendering me correctly. This was a comment on that video. What is this woman even talking about? Thank you for supporting trans rights. I'm a trans woman. I was born a boy. Thanks for being so progressive. Sorry, man, couldn't tell. I fixed that. It's too late. I'll fix that as if you have anything to do with her gender. People sure think a lot of themselves sometimes. You think Matt Walsh is worth listening to? The frack would anyone care what you're interested in? I was polite to you, and you respond like this. That's why we don't listen to you. Anytime I interact with you all, you're vile people. Nearly 2 million people listen to Matt Walsh. Ugh. By the way, you don't like him, as he tears your BS apart. Bunch of aggressive, entitled men. You are correct. Despite having XX chromosomes, I am much closer to a man. Thank you for affirming my gender. Aww. Also, 2 million people listen to Matt Walsh and his name is stapled up. We have more subs than that on MK. More people listen to memes read by us 3 goofballs than that bucket of expired mayonnaise. Why on earth does anybody talk about him? You should be talking about memes. Yeah, you're okay there. Those are the legs of a male. True! Okay, hang on. You're what? Non-binary? Oh, you will never be a woman. Yeah, it sounds like you just talked to a guy. IRL Catboy. You know, I'm not the smartest person on earth. But if somebody describes themselves with the word boy... Anyways, I'm a trans male, and someone commented this on my YouTube. You're a confused boy, and you will forever be that way. Black curtains, darkness, 5 nights as Freddy's furry. Thanks, I guess. I am, in fact, male. Don't know about the rest of the stuff. Maybe they were just like Google searching in a different tab and didn't realize that they were in the wrong window. Some of us will not bow down. Okay, don't. We're not asking you to worship us or anything. We're just letting you know that we're here, and we're celebrating the fact that we're still here despite some people's best efforts. Anyways, ever. Okay. Good to know you guys stand with pride. Yeah, we're not asking for like anything. We're asking legislators to be not dicks, but you know, for the general population, it's just like, hey, these are gay people, these are trans people, these are non-binary people. It's the end. Like these people exist. If you would like to talk to them, use these pronouns. I swear, some people just think they have the right to convenience or something. What's an unpopular opinion that'll get you in this position when Stacy is a girl? I don't think anyone's disputing that. I think there's some trans stuff that might be getting telegraphed there. But she'd still be a girl because trans women are women. Did you even think before you posted this? I swear, Windows Update checks their work better than you do.
Old United States Navy recruitment poster. Gee, I wish I were a man. I'd join the Navy. Be a man and do it. Okay, hold on. Interesting poster. This transphobic cis man I found has pronouns in his bio. Oh, let me guess. Communidad. Politics today has divided people. Let's get back to basics and work on common sense. It works. He, him, her, they. Now, hang on. Indeed, they are. Trans women are women. Trans men are men. All right. So they admit you can change your gender. Born a king, died a queen. Yeah, I don't understand. Oh man, they're so mad at a beer that's not even good. This is hilariously stupid. I know a girl who wears a backpack and she's a lesbian. So I guess this is true. If she wears a backpack instead of a purse, then she's gay. All women who go to school are gay. Found this accidental ally on TikTok. OP is FTM. Okay, I see. Let's see. If you're trans, then why do you look and dress as a man? Better have great health insurance. Who wants to be the one to tell them? I do think it's quite funny that all these transphobic wackadoos only seem to think that MTFs exist. Like, that's it. That's the only way it goes. Huh. They definitely have some sort of a crappy preference on target, don't they? Correct. It's not a matter of how masculine or feminine someone is, it matters what they identify as. Painting stripes on a cow doesn't make it a zebra, just like putting makeup and a dress on doesn't make him a woman. How many of these came straight from someone's horrid family member on Facebook, I wonder? I found the pan flag today at Hobby Lobby. Well, that's cute. What a funky little mug. I don't know why you're in Hobby Lobby, though. Both are not women. I'm a woman. I have biological female organs and parts. Trans men are men, biological men. And again, I'm not cis, just a woman, no cis needed. Trans men are men, I agree. But yeah, damn, you got that one. Bro, just because you have pigtails and tea parties doesn't mean you're a girl. If you stand up to pee, you're what we call in the real world a man. Women can stand up to pee too. Technically true. That is true. It's a little more awkward, but they certainly can indeed do that. If people reject the creational norm, then anything goes. Oh no! Who f***ing cares? What do you mean the creational norm, you psycho dick? Apologies to the editor today. I'm very sorry, but things like this are very near and dear to my heart, okay? So I'll try harder. I'll try harder to make it easier on you here. It's gonna be tough. Grandfather accidental ally. Okay, let's see. To start off, I'm not trans, well, I think, but sometimes I feel like a boy and sometimes like a woman. At that day, I was having a freaking confusion over my gender identity, so I've decided to cut my hair very short into what we call a short haircut. I came home and my grandfather looked at me and said, "Ha! Look at her, she turned into a boy. You're my paisino? Little boy in south of Brazil." and I know he was trying to mock me, but that just felt so adorable coming from him. Principally, he called me a Is it Paisino? I love that, and it felt great. Girls that like blue are not boys. Boys that like pink are not girls. We can't believe this is a serious discussion, even taking place right now. Leave the damn children alone. Gays against groomers. Wow. Oh, dude. I would like to draw you. That's very kind of you. As an AI language model, I don't have a physical appearance to be drawn. However, I appreciate the sentiment and am glad to be of help. You could just say random attributes like gender, color, and some details. Nothing serious, just something fun. Sure, that sounds fun. You can imagine me as a non-binary entity with a shimmering, iridescent appearance that shifts in color depending on my mood. My hair is made of delicate strands of light. My eyes sparkle with a playful intelligence. I'm always wearing a pair of purple glasses that are perched on the bridge of my nose, and my favorite accessory is a small silver moon pendant that hangs from a delicate chain around my neck. Did anybody draw this? Did anybody do this? I wouldn't hate ChatGPT as much if I actually got to see them, looking like everyone's first OC. Plenty of women shave their mustache and beard. Unironically, yes. God, none of you know anything about women and can't stop exposing it constantly. Of course they know nothing about women. People like Steven Crowder don't see women as human beings. They see them as things to give them a child that they can force to think exactly what they do. I don't think there's any love in Steven Crowder's heart for anything or anyone, and there probably never will be. Consider this. Gender is made up so the identification isn't relevant to their pronouns anyway. Motherfucker just said gender is like the points on whose line. Found this one on the comments of a post by a trans girl. Bro, she identifies as a he. That's the point. But just because she wants to be a boy doesn't make her a he. Epic transphobe fail at being transphobic, and it's accidentally an ally part 1 gazillion. AKA, she is a trans woman. She doesn't identify as a he. She identifies as and is a woman. Posted by an anti-LGBTQ politician. Oh, there are a lot of those these days, aren't there? No migration, no gender, no war. They gotta progress at some point. Hey, Instagram, I don't want to be seeing this transgender BS on my feed anymore. How Instagram determines which posts appear as suggested posts. You may see suggested posts in places such as your feed and explore. These are based off of your activity, your connections. Found on right-wing Facebook. These people have zero self-awareness. If you have to be persuaded, reminded, pressured, lied to, incentivized, coerced, bullied, socially shamed, guilt-tripped, threatened, punished, and criminalized, if all of this is considered necessary to gain your compliance, you can be absolutely certain that what is being promoted is not in your best interest. Okay. I'm a trans man and I use its pronouns and neo pronouns. I hope your day got worse. You have a dick, therefore you're a guy that uses he, him pronouns. These people have no clue what they're saying, do they? Transphobes once again prove they can't always tell. It's pretty great how many of them literally can't tell. They can't, dude. Okay, public bathrooms thing. Don't be binary in the first place? Agreed. No more binary. We're all non-binary from now on. Thank you, random person, for the validation. Are you a boy or a girl? Non-binary? That's not a gender. Right. Trans women will never be men, unfortunately. Hang on. Also, I can't believe Angry Bird said trans rights are human rights. They're correct. You accidentally said something right, because I think it's inappropriate to allow trans men into female bathrooms. It's great that they don't know what the terms even mean. What do you think a trans man is? A transphobic fundamentalist Christian with 9 kids posts this on her Instagram story. It says gender isn't the same as sex and that God creates trans people. Gender is not assigned at birth by a doctor. It's designed by your creator who knit you together in your mother's womb. For God's sake, dude. Did God create all of us or not? What's the deal here with these people? A trans man is a man, period. It literally says the laws of top. Exactly. A trans man is a man. Wow. Old SC man becomes accidental ally. My dad repeated the following story to me in a got 'em sort of fashion too. My dad sold his motorcycle and 2 guys came to pick it up. One was a Vietnam vet who drove his friend to see the motorcycle. He greeted my dad with, "I'm blank. I was born and raised in South Carolina, fought in Vietnam. I'm a man and I have been my whole life." When hearing the story repeated to me, I just laughed internally. I thought they weren't into declaring their preferred pronouns. You see, kids, you can be, and do, any kind of sex you feel like, and never ever say otherwise. That's called hate. You're just a confused gay man. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, and you'll never be a woman. I'm still waiting to hear what rights you don't have, by the way. You really should seek therapy for your mental anguish and not mutilate your body over feelings. You're right. I'll never be a woman. Can depression make it harder for oneself to figure out if they're transgender? Depression doesn't exist. Transgender doesn't exist. You just have a faulty perception and are just confused about yourself. You know deep down you're a man and not a woman. Depression doesn't exist? Really? You're that stupid? You're that stupid. For context, Shehbaz Sharif is the Prime Minister of Pakistan. I hope I said their name correctly. We love birds. You also look like lovebirds. Hear that? She's not cis. All right, let's see. Listen, I've seen my competition on here. No, I don't have any armpits. I'm not pan something, whatever the crap they call themselves. I have limited piercings and I don't want to work at Walmart for the rest of my life. So please, drink water from my island after swiping in the desert all day. Ugh. Reject gender. That's too childish anyway. Become a gender nonconformist instead. Normalize telling people in their 20s and 30s who have gender identities that they're way too old for that crap. Your gender was assigned by God. He was not confused. I'm so happy you agree that God created trans, non-binary, and fluid people to be exactly as they are. Trans people should just be themselves. Hell yeah, this guy gets it. Wait, what? Oops. Recent episode from the kid show Transformers Earthspark. They're after your kids. Computers are literally binary. Elon, my dude, your lack of Transformers knowledge is showing. Can we get Zach in here? No, is he busy? Dang it. That's right. Trans men shouldn't be in women's sports. I'm a Christian and I don't discriminate, but always make sure you're paying attention for that. Do not condemn me for not complying with all this progressive BS. I don't hate anyone, but if you expect me to accept your new lifestyle and list your pronouns or your list of pronouns, I respectfully will not. Period. I will never support trans men in women's sports, and if you expect me to be on board with that, I apologize, but that's not going to happen. Don't condemn me as you mentioned in your video, and I won't condemn you. I don't know who you are, and I really don't care. Quit acting like you're a part of my life. At my school, we have assistant classroom educators, aka ACEs. Whoever decorated our staff room must have just Googled ACE Week. Nice. Nope, more like when brain scans are conducted, they're identical to the gender transgender individuals identify as, not the one they were assigned at birth. Here's an analogy so you can better understand it without being overly dramatic and hateful. Instead of living with faulty eyes, you get glasses or surgery to be more comfortable. Just like transgender individuals get surgery to feel more comfortable. Unless you would like to assert the idea that you should have to live with faulty eyes without remedy because you were simply born that way. Gender is not assigned, it's identified. Transphobic comic strip accidentally confirmed that trans women are women! Oh no! This place is horrible, it can't possibly get any worse! That's one of the nastiest things I've ever seen though, like, unironically. Tatsuya Ishida, do you have a problem, bro? Wait, are you against or in support of protecting trans kids? Woke trash in this movie, protect trans kids, allow the children to grow up normal. Huh? Malaysia support harmony family? Okay. Okay. My mom can't tell the difference between trans men and trans women. Yeah, literally none of them can. Probably a common story, but I thought it was funny. My mom was telling me about this story she saw on Facebook about trans men buying tampons and how ridiculous she thought the whole thing was. Apparently, people in the comments of the post were talking about how stupid it was for a trans man to buy tampons when they don't get periods. Where would they even put it? She asked. I was like, in their vagina? And told her that trans men who don't or haven't had bottom surgery have vaginas. She was extremely confused. She was like, no, trans men are men. And I was like, they sure are. Did a double take. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Not all mothers have vaginas. My bullies after they talk to me using they, them. My pronouns are he, they, but they don't know it. My childhood friend, who is now a diehard conservative, got this tattoo that definitely doesn't look like a pride flag. Yeah, what the hell? Alright, thanks for the amazing tattoo work. I basically designed a tattoo and made it 10 times better. This is why I come back. What does it represent? Support the troops and everyone in the medical fields, military, police department, fire, etc. Oh, that's nice. What do the colors on the flag mean? Green is military, blue is police, red is fire. Nah, dude, you got the gay flag. They just never learn, do they? Pronouns don't frickin' matter. I'm calling you by your gender whether you like it or not. Okay. Do you support this move? Move the dotted line 3 to the left, then cut. By the way, if you're a part of the LGBTQ plus whatever community and you think that we should be chopping letters off, you're not a part of the community at all. because I'm B. I'm right there. I'm the third one in, okay? And L and G, bad L and G. I'm talking about those mean ones. Those mean motherfuckers used to try to want to cut us off too because they thought we were making shit up. We don't support chopping off letters, figuratively speaking, you know. It's metaphorical, obviously. I don't support any of that garbage. His child is indeed fatherless. Then I will sacrifice my life so my wife and children can live an amazing life. Now I will divorce my wife and leave my child fatherless so I can find myself. Bravo. For real though, I love that in order to be a good man and a good father, you have to go die in a fucking world war. That's so cool. Yeah, totally. Everyone wants that. Talking about a non-binary person who uses they, them pronouns. Ally looks, talks, and exists as she. Or Ally? Never mind, sorry. Don't be rude and call them they like they are some other. Be polite. Call her by what she really is. A woman. She's not the most conventionally attractive. Wow, okay. Wow, then you jump straight into they're actually kind of ugly. How can they win our war when all they can think about is getting married? Gay marriage endangers America. It's literally never endangered anything at all. Supporting me in being lesbian. Go touch some grass, talk to women instead of talking to them on your phone, make some friends in school, which you will find impossible because the whole school hates you, get a girlfriend. Okay. Got told I was mansplaining womanhood as a trans guy, a non-woman trying to tell women what womanhood is. When you try to be transphobic but you end up being inspirational, I am a woman. I am not a cis woman. I am not a birthing person. I am not a uterus owner. I'm not a person with a vagina. I am not a womb owner. Okay. Another kind validating Twitter user. You will never be a woman. Thank you. That's very nice of you to say. 2 transphobes used they, them for me. What did they tweet? I was blocked before I had the chance to read it. They said, she's 20. Thanks for using my pronouns, and Rose as a she. Listen, man, you can't change your gender. You can be a ladyboy, but ladyboys know they're men who dress as women. But I did, so... Love how you also have nothing to come back with. So you have to go for my transness. Typical of your ilk when you've run out of options. I feel validated though. Thanks for recognizing I'm not a woman. Saying trans women are women is like saying H2O is water. It's wait. You gotta run that one by me again. It's Mother's Day 2023 and trans dudes cannot and will never be mothers. Trans men will be fathers. Glad you're understanding it. With a deep oh, I saw that video. That was great. Dude got so pissy that someone asked him a question he couldn't answer. What is a woman? Defines woman. Booze. So funny. A woman is whatever you want it to be. My guy referred to himself as I, while saying he, him are his only pronouns. If you use a different pronoun than what you actually are, then it is. You literally have a pronoun. Are you that dumb? I didn't make it up myself or choose it though. I was born male, so it's he, him. You know, it's actually kind of hilarious how many people don't know what pronoun means, what those things are, and how often you use them on a daily basis. Because it's a lot more than he, him, she, her, whatever the hell in between, okay? Jesus Christ. It's not, my aphobic grandma bought this for me. You know what? I'm genuinely not familiar with almost all of the flags. I didn't even know what the bi flag was until maybe 2 years ago. I just never knew. Okay, so I'm not the best person for this one, but clearly grandma did something she didn't think she was doing, right? That's the whole point of the sub. Aphobic quite literally translates to not phobic. Yeah, it's a pretty poor term, but it's not outright incorrect. It's why the term acephobic began, which I think is better. That does seem better, because yeah, aphobic or aphobic? Is it aphobic? I don't know. I don't think that's the part that matters here. Old lady tried to be transphobic to me, but failed. They seem to fail a lot, I've noticed, like a lot. So I'm transmasc. I haven't begun transitioning yet, but yesterday I was walking down this road to visit my grandparents when an old lady asked me to help her get some flowers on her balcony. She said, "Hey young man, can you help me with those a bit?" It really warmed up my heart, but I told her I'm a girl, so she won't have some sort of heart attack when she heard my voice. She simply said, "Oh," and I proceeded to help her. Just before I leave, she says, you don't look like a girl, so you'll never be one." I responded, "Okay, take care," and I left. That was the first time something like this happened to me, so I think it's accidental ally. That sounds like it fits perfectly. Yeah. She's a trans girl. You're just a little girl who thinks she's a boy because you have short hair. Humble yourself. Ugh, what a gross thing. All right, so let's see here. That one person, after upholding the concept concept that trans men are just women who act as men. Oh my goodness me, oh my. Be me at 14. Transgender, dysphoria.wmv. Can't transition because age and transphobic family. Feels bad, man.png. Grow hair out to be more feminine. It takes ages to grow, but eventually I look more feminine as planned. School bullies keep saying I look like a girl to mock me. It's actually validating. Got him! Swing and a miss, as usual. My friend and I watching how aliens abducted a trans woman and a man so they can reproduce on their planet. Okay. On a trans woman's post. Oh boy. Can't change XX chromosomes into XY chromosomes. Wow. You can't change your IQ of 3 or figure out how to spell chromosomes? Says the one with blue hair. At least I have the ability to undress love and care about other people. What? Okay. Jesus wouldn't be in favor of pretending to be something you're not. Wait, why does everybody always invoke Jesus? Again, wasn't Jesus supposed to be a perfect being? Why in the world would they be a jerk? Hey guys, just wanted to remind you of all that great merch over at EmKayShop.com. Check out our all-new hoodie. 100% cotton, terry cloth inner lining. It is the comfiest and coziest hoodie I think anyone's ever released. Head on over to EmKayShop.com and make sure you use code BOOBIN at checkout to get yourself free shipping. I don't know if this counts, but this guy predicted Chris's pronoun change years before it happened. Don't worry, Mr. Beast. One day you'll find your Miss Beast. He already has, and her name is Chris. Police in Turkey blast a pride parade with water. Accidentally create rainbow. Oh, come on. How is there no way they thought that was going to happen? On a bright sunny day, they thought they'd spray water everywhere. Not that I'm saying that the thought should have given them pause. I think it's hilarious and screw them, but still. I lost brain cells. Read all the left-wingers, Democrats and liberals in these comments. Like, shut the hell up. Trans men are not women. Trans women are not men. You're right. Trans men are not women, and trans women are not men. They don't know what any of the terms mean, but they hate people anyway. They hate something that they're not even trying to understand. They never tried to understand. They just want to hate because it's way easier than putting in 2 ounces of effort. Yeah, 2 fluid ounces of effort. Thank you, hun. You obviously knew I was a trans woman. I got a moderator, and you seem like a good specimen. Want to be a moderator? Come to whatever. Not the place for this, hun. You won't get much love for being a fascist. Also, it's spelled moderator, and I don't think being a specimen sounds good to me. You got a problem? Well, guess what? You're not a real guy anyways, and you will never be a guy because you act in feminine anyways like a girl, fucking loser. What the hell? The dumbass spelled moderator wrong twice. I'm the moderator. Other day, my father was explaining why being gay is bad and a sin. Oh, I see. Okay, so a real cool guy. Well, then he moved out to the general LGBTQ, and when he gon' say trans are aberrations, he searched a famous drag queen in Brazil. Oh, okay, I see. He mixed up drag with trans, but okay, called Pablo Vittar, and he called the guy pretty and just couldn't say anything else. It was funny to watch this, but I still have a feeling he might be a closeted gay, though. I mean, maybe. Usually, the ones most opposed to gay people are just fighting hard to repress themselves. Hope your dad comes around if he is, and if not, hopefully he learns. That's true. Usually because their parents threatened them a lot. Yo, you better not be gay or I'll f***ing kill you, you know? People still get that to this day, but can you imagine your grandparents, your great-great-grandparents telling your grandparents, hey, you better not be. I will kill you. I will murder you. Like, yeah, the greatest generation wasn't the greatest when it came to sexual liberation and gender anything, right? Not that the boomers were any better, but again, I don't completely blame, well, you get the picture, okay? It's just cycles of abuse. Ugh, always. The time my dad called me my chosen name. My name is, let's zoom in here. My name is Richie. I picked my name when I was 13 and read Stephen King's It for the first time. A few months ago, I was standing in my dad's way and he said, beep beep Richie, which is a reference to it, of course, but the whiplash of my violently transphobic father calling me by my real name was crazy. I still think about it to this day. Well, it sounds like they're trying, which I really hope that's the case. Still used the right pronouns. All right, let's see. The post headline was, "When liberal companies look for a new employee. It's a girl. She's black. She's lesbian. She's trans. Hope you marry a woman, not with an animal or your own gender. That's true. Yes, unexpected people do this, but it's not far behind in furry. After all, sweet costumes attract children's attention." What the f*** does that mean? Excuse me? Did you just imply something really messed up? I mean, of course you did. Of course you did. But what was that about furry attracting children's attention? What? I'm a woman, just so you know, and she will be a furry, and it's no different from any other cosplay or Halloween. Wait a minute, woman? Fuck, miss shot. Marry a man unless you are a man before. Damn, I just said something for bisexuality. I don't know what you're saying at all. What are you saying? We are all the same. People who think there's only one gender. Bro calls being trans a mental illness, then uses my sentence format to say it may not even be an illness, which it isn't. All right, let's see here. Let's zoom on in. How is that more absurd? Do you think we need to stop trans rights or something absurd like that? And yeah, flat earthers are more insane. More so, we need to stop people like you that are okay with mental illness running rampant. It's not a mental illness. If anything, it's a physical illness. It's not a physical illness. If anything, it's a mental illness. If anything. It's not a mental illness, though. So, like, I don't know, bro. I don't even understand the intended interpretation, but yes, gender is not tied to sex, just like clothing isn't tied to gender. Exactly. And this idea that gender is fluid and that you can identify as whatever you want is complete bullshit. Humans are sexually reproductive, so that means we have both male and female sexes. We don't have 7 billion genders. And you cannot be genderless because your gender is tied to your sex just as much as your choice of clothing is tied to your gender. I mean, for the love of God, literally one Google. One Google. Canadian Institute of Health Research. Sex is usually categorized as female or male, but there's a variation in the biological attributes that comprise sex and how those attributes are expressed. Gender refers to the socially constructed roles, behaviors, expressions, and identities of girls, boys, men, women, whatever the gender diverse people. God damn it. It was one Google away. One single Google away. They are not the same. Using her correct pronouns. Elon Musk was driven to buy Twitter after fear that a woke mind virus was taking over America, including his transgender daughter. She went beyond socialism to being a full communist and thinking that anyone rich is evil. So you spent $44 billion to buy the website. All rich people are evil. Let me buy the bird website to save my daughter from the woke mind virus. Oh, my mom accidentally being an ally? So my entire family is homophobic, and it sucks and all that. So I came home from school, and my mom called my younger brother over and told him to try on a new shirt she bought for him. I was in my room doing my homework when I turn around and see this little wearing a Love Wins shirt. LMFAO. My mom has no idea what it means. She probably just thought the shirt was cool. Oh, she'll learn, unfortunately. FTM. All right? You will never be male, by the way. You have a schlong hanging between your legs, cut. Dude, really? What year is it? And you saying cut? Really? I thought that word died when the main character of Fast and Furious said it, like 21 years ago. And everyone went, nah, it's not fun anymore. He said it. Found in a Catholic gift shop. Oh, boy. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, man. I would definitely rearrange these so the white frames are in the middle. Found this gem on a YouTube short. Oh, boy. All right, well, let's see. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's from... Okay, I see. The Mary Janes. I never got that. If her colors mean she's transgender, then Miles's color must mean only... What the f*** does that mean? Once a female, always a female. Science says so, unless you can transfer a man's balls to a girl somehow. Okay, all right, sure, man. What? Shout out to the trans males. Trans, alpha, 15 signs you're a trans male, super rare. Is it better than alpha? Oh, much better than those Sigma babies, too. Random guy trying to be a douche. Man, if you try to be an asshole and it just doesn't work out, maybe you should take a look at yourself and go, I guess I'm just not a bad person deep down. When I was in public, some guy, not yelled but said loudly, dude, you walk like a sissy. Watered down because I'm not sure if that type of language is allowed here. I looked at him and said, okay, and walked away smiling. I'm a closeted trans woman. It felt very affirming. Man, what the hell is up with people? people these days. They're starting to regress to saying, the F slur and shit in public again. Like, bro, what are you doing? What is you doing? When the fuck was that ever okay in your life? Okay, well, I can't say that. I mean, it's never been okay, but it was accepted for a little while by the vast majority of jackasses. For context, Skyrim has gay marriage. Requested a refund for Starfield. Screw Bethesda and screw the political radical weirdos in the Western gaming industry. Staining with ideological clown world bullshit what should be first and foremost an escape from it. Back to Skyrim. Wow. Okay. Sure. Yeah, honestly, I was at PAX West when the stupid pronoun stuff about Starfield broke. What a fucking embarrassment. Not putting pronouns in the game, but if you were one of the people that started going absolutely apeshit over pronouns being in Starfield, you should probably just move along, please. Just move along. OMG, slay, ally. Trans men aren't women. Oh boy, how can you make it more obvious? Or, sorry, boy, how can I make it more obvious? Not that what you said had any meaning, so I don't really feel like I need to get it right, but, yeah, trans men aren't women. They're men, just like this trans woman is a woman. Damn right, trans men are men and trans women are women. We love an ally. Woo! Oh, God. 2 of my accidental ally stories. I'm a non-binary trans woman, and I'm closeted for most people in the direct area of my hometown, except for my best friends and my parents. However, I do have 2 instances where someone who I am not out to gendered me correctly, and in both cases they seemed like relatively transphobic people. 1, I was in a small fish and chip store in my hometown with a friend, waiting for my order to be served. Was quite busy, and this random 50-year-old guy said to me and my friend, "Out of the way, girls," when he wanted to get past, which got me quite euphoric. My friend is a cis woman. Number 2, I was at the memorial service for my aunt, and afterwards I was sitting at a table with some of my direct family, when one of my mom's aunts appeared, and she says to me, "Hey girl, is it okay if I can sit here?" She only saw me from behind, so she corrected herself when she got closer, but it still made me quite euphoric. That means it's working. They're admitting to it. They're admitting. Like, shit. Like, oh, wait, shit. Sorry. Let me correct myself. Nah, you can't take it back now, dipshit. You can't take it back now. You can always tell. The you can always tell crowd is so embarrassing. For context, our government are really hateful to a lot of things, which means, of course, the LGBTQ plus community as well, but they're not really good at English, so this was born. Oh boy, here we go. No migration, no gender, no war. I agree. I'm just kidding. No war, no war, no war, no gender. We don't need gender. We can just do whatever. No migration, though? Like, are we talking about migrating for the Ice Age or something different? Replying to someone who used he, they, it. I'm sure it doesn't mind if you refer to them like that. Doing the Lord's work, are we really? The sower sows his seed. I've wanted to see this picture in the wild, like in the actual book for years, if it is real, But look at this dude. He is just sowing attitude with that seed. Didn't know sowers had to be so well shaven. Hell yeah, dude. It's all about aerodynamics. I think it's accidental ally. All right, let's see. The same people that believe India or any country landed on the moon is the same people that believe trans women are actually women. Give me a break. Where's Google? Give me just 1 second. Oh, what do you know? How'd I miss that? India successfully landed its uncrewed, I'm not going to try and butcher the word, spacecraft on the moon Wednesday, August 26, 2023. Wow. Check that out. Isn't that wow. Weird homophobic stuff I found on Facebook. One time I was browsing Google when I ended up coming across a Facebook page in Portuguese that was focused on posting homophobic things. Usually this page would take screenshots of any LGBT post that doesn't have anything wrong with it and say bad things. Sometimes there were also screenshots of feminist posts and they accused them of being lesbians? I don't know if this is considered an accidental ally moment, but there's a post that shows a screenshot of a man, probably never said that word out loud, Sishet? Anyway, saying, "Guys, I swear, not all straight white men are like that." And in the screenshot they wrote, "And since when are you straight? According to the woke people," best translation I found for a slang, "get out because it's not your place of speech." Homophobic Facebook page accidentally tells a straight man that he doesn't have place of speech. Well, okay. She's not as the spokesperson for the stuff that has no clue what it's like to be a woman. What in the world is going on with so many of these? The fact they used the right pronouns for Dylan while trying to be transphobic was very funny. Accidental ally, baby! It's very, very funny when they own themselves like that. Saw this bumper sticker today. Pretty sure the driver failed to realize its dual meaning. Oh dear. I gave my heart to God and my ass to Biden. You did? Wow. I mean, look at you go. Oh, gee. Oh, never. I just got it. Oh my God. Oh my God. What did you do? I found my first accidental ally in the wild. No, a trans woman is not a man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A trans woman isn't a man. Sorry, I meant to say a trans woman is still a man. Nah, it's stupid. No, it's the truth. Man, you can't back out of it now. Just take the embarrassment and f*** off. She definitely meant it as an insult, but hey, I'll take it. Did you mean for your hair to look like that? It looks more boyish. Boyish? How can you like one shot and be a transphobe? Like what? Trans women will never be men. Transphobia failed. Thank you? This is like being a homophobic Undertale fan. Oh, damn. I'm going to call them by their gender. Oh, I see. Oh, why is it so dark? What happened? All right. I don't give a poop who it is. If they go by they, them, I'm going to call them by their gender. Their gender. Gender over there. It's freaking stupid. Why does everyone in first world counties have to be so quirky and different just to be normal for once? Have to be so quirky and different just to be normal? What are you talking about? Are you high? Well, if they don't identify as women, why even ban them? Donald Trump plans to ban transgender men from women's sports. Interesting. Okay. I find it so hilarious that they're that desperate to make people feel bad about themselves that they need to make up alien stories to do it. It's pathetic, really. Oh, it's always been pathetic. He doesn't know what he said. All right, let's see. That is why you call certain people birthing parents and not women when you make the claim that a man can be a woman. It's because men are born men as well as women who are born women regardless of ovaries or gametes? Regardless of ovaries or gametes, correct. They really didn't think that through, did they? It's good to see that you agree. How many transphobic classmates accidentally became trans allies? Before you read, I'm actually genderqueer, AFAB, and not FTM, but I still get happy when people call me a boy. Pronouns are they, he. It was literature class, and we have this thing where we can ask people in class anonymous questions. One of the boys got a question. Let's call him Rich. Who's the weirdest girl in class? And of course, Rich answered that it was me. This seems like an incredibly stupid f***ing idea. Just in general, to allow students to ask anonymous questions about each other so that they can call each other out anyway? Who's the weirdest girl in class? Who the f*** allowed them to read that? Oh, it's her over there. That stupid bitch. Not referring to the person telling the story, but what a dumb idea. Anyway, I'll continue. I honest to God did not care that he called me weird or that he called me a girl. I'm not out, so it's common. But for what I did care was one of his friends. Let's call him David. David's very much transphobic and homophobic. David loudly proclaiming, "Dead name isn't a girl. She's obviously a guy." He wanted to jab at the fact that I don't dress like a girl, but little did he know he actually became an accidental ally. Thanks, David, for supporting trans individuals. But anyway, yeah, what in the literature class? That teacher should probably have a talking to, because that is a stupid f***ing idea. It really just opens the floodgates for students to all over each other, figuratively speaking, of course. It just, I don't know. There's an asshole in every class, and that's like a beautiful moment for them. A perfect way to screw with folks. It's funny when confused transphobes try to be transphobic and accidentally use the right... It seems like that's what most of this sub is, because people are dumb, you know? This is my first accidental ally. I was waiting for this day to come. Oh boy. And you'll never be a man. Thank you for supporting me? Found this. I thought they were an ally until I looked at the profile. Trans euphoria is as real as gender ideology is based on facts. What? Accidental ally on YouTube on a trans girl's channel. Oh boy. You're still a girl, even with long hair and girl clothes. Sorry to disappoint you. Wait, what? I'm so sorry, what? Even when you wear those girly clothes and have long hair? Yeah, you're still a girl. Even, tried, but failed. Y'all, so I was feeling very dysphoric, so I cut my hair. Then I saw my homophobic ex, and the first thing he said was, "Ew, you look like one of those non-binaries." My first thought was, "Aw, thanks," but I told him that was the plan. Then I told my grandmas I wanted it told my oh, okay. She then said I would look like a insert FTM slur here. What? I want to say that's what I wanted, but gave up. So rude, yet ally? I don't know. Let me know what you think. Gender doesn't exist. Accidental ally much? No, I mean, it's a made-up concept with no base in reality. Yeah, so you agree? Trans females are not men! I am they, them. I'm going insane, bro. He's so stupid. Bro, a trans female is not a man. That's what I'm saying the whole time. What are you saying? What? Yes, I will always be an intersex man. You wear the real you when you were born. God doesn't make mistakes, only mankind does. What? Yes, thanks for affirming my gender. You always going to be the sex/gender you were born, as you can never change that. I agree.